Alright, so I ate 9 more cans of ravioli and I'm not proud of it. Whoever said there's going to be 2 more book hauls before Christmas, I guess you're halfway right so far. So I just went to the library the other day and I got Rhythm of War by Brandon Sanderson. Because I had it reserved. People keep checking it out and I wanted to finish it before the end of the year. So we got all these like big 1,200 page books done. So next year I can try to shoot for maybe like 50 books in a year and try to see if I can do that challenge. So I went up there and they had like a couple new books on the Friends of the Library. Yeah, those. And they had one, I didn't know I already had it. State of Fear by Michael Crichton. So I have 2 of these now. I might get one of my mom, I don't know. They also had one I've been looking for, Pirate Latitudes. I really like the cover on this. So this is a pirate novel by Michael Crichton, the guy that wrote Jurassic Park and Disclosure, some other things. 1665 Caribbean. It's got a Caribbean map in it. It's pretty dope. So I'm looking forward to this. I try to actually go through and look at all the books I want to read next year, and I try to make a spreadsheet on my Google Calendar and stuff. There's like 35 to 40 books already that I definitely want to try to read next year, and that's not counting the Ian Banks Culture series. I definitely want to get into that. And I also, like, a lot of these are just like the first book of a series, so if it turns out like Liza Like Lenore is good, then I got 2 or 3 more books after that. And if Malice is good, then I got fucking 18 books after that. John Gwynne I want to read next year, so I don't know how. I'm just gonna have to like read what I can read, I guess. I don't know. I can't read them all. So anyway, yesterday I went to... They have these little things called little free libraries. It's got an app you get on your phone, and like people build these little like big bird houses, and you stick them outside, and you put books in them, and people can take one and put one back. So there was one I was looking for in my town, and I couldn't find it. So I stopped by the thrift stores and checked them again, and I found some things. And let's see, what did we have? They had half price off at the Salvation Army, and they had like a whole shelf of this, and I didn't get it before because it's like a... Rick Riordan wrote the Percy Jackson Gods of Olympus or whatever. I don't know what that means. That's kind of weird. Points? I don't know, I had a whole shelf of these. But they were down to like 3 or 4 copies left, so I figured it's half price. I'll go ahead and get one before they run out. Really mint condition too. And then they had a whole set of 50 Shades of Grey. So I got 50 Shades Grey, Darker, and Freed. So these are like paperbacks, so they were like 50 cents each. So I got a whole set for $1.50. Like this whole thing I'm showing you today is like maybe $12, maybe. So then they had this book that I was going to probably take to my mom when I go up there for Christmas. This is the guy who wrote The Shack. It's kind of like a religious thing. She had me read The Shack. I wasn't too impressed, but this is like probably about Adam and Eve or something, so she probably liked this. So I figured, why not? 50 cents. Then I got another whole set for $1.50 of this guy. No, this is $3. I got this at Goodwill. I've never heard of this guy, Ted Decker, but he's got these books, white, red, and black. Why is the black one green? I didn't even notice that. What are these about? I don't even know. This seemed cool. That's kind of what 3 books I wanted to write about atheism and religion and shit. It was going to be like a red, white, and black book. Doesn't even say. Time is running out in 2 realities. A lethal virus is just threatening to throw all life. Okay, this is probably going to be good, actually. Yeah. Dreams and reality collide. 3 novels, 2 worlds, 1 story. Some say the world hangs in the balance of every choice we make. Now the fate of 2 worlds hangs in the balance of one man's choice. I'm not going to read it next year because I got too many other books, but somebody had a bookmark in there. Alright, so that's 3 pretty cool books, perfect condition for $1.50. Jim Gaffigan, Dad is Fat. I used to get all these comedian books whenever they would write them. Like I read Jerry Seinfeld's book. I read Ellen DeGeneres' book, which happened to be about dog sled racing, the Iditarod, like a long time ago. Who was the other one? Who's that fat guy? Louis Anderson. I read Louis Anderson's book a long time ago. I read a lot of comedian books when I was growing up. I forgot about those. I didn't got those on my Goodreads. I could add those. Like the number of books I've read. This one I was kind of hyped about because Larry McMurtry is the... People that don't like Westerns claim that Lonesome Dove is like one of the best books they've ever read. I don't know why it's got like some melted wax or something, or lipstick or something on the front of it. But Lonesome Dove is a really thick book, and it's like a lot of people that don't even like Westerns have it in their library, and they say it's really good. So this is the same people from Lonesome Dove in a different story. First Adventures of Gus and Cal, Heroes of Lonesome Dove. So if I ever get in the mood for a Western, I'll have this. And then another one I've been looking for, kind of, is The Count of Monte Cristo, by Alexandre Dumas. A classic novel. I've already got the Tilting Windmills book, Cervantes. And this one, oh, a GameStop bookmark. Nice. Add it to my little collection. I've got like all these weird bookmarks over here now. How many pages is this? Oh, this is only like 600 pages. I thought this was supposed to be like a really like hard to read book, like thick and stuff. The story actually looks like it's not some boring shit too. Looks like it take place in the Middle Ages, but then I had this random sci-fi book that I found for 50 cents. So wait, normally it's 50 cents. I'd probably yeah, that's right. Everything was half price. So I think the hardbacks are usually $2, so they were $1. Jack Chalker, book 2 of the Rings of the Master. So I guess, oh, this is the second book in a series. Didn't realize that. But then Warbreaker, found it. I was going to check this out of the library and read it in hardback, but I found a paperback copy, so now I got my own copy of Warbreaker to read when I get done with the Rhythm of War. And I also had another copy of Well of Ascension, but I already had it, so I figured I'd leave it for somebody else to find. That's the best part. It's like, you see all these people that are rich, right? And they go to Barnes and Noble, and they have all these like expensive looking clothes on, and they're fucking... I saw this one woman, she was like so... She wasn't pretentious about it, but she was so clueless about... She's going out and buying like $30, $40 brand new books because her husband probably makes a shitload of money, and he just looked like a fucking tool, man. He was like... He wasn't Russian, but he had this like weird look to him. And it was just like... I don't know. It just pisses me off in a way. It's like people that are rich don't understand like how much they could help the world if they wouldn't do their rich bullshit. But then, so if they buy like a book for $30, $40, and then they read it, and then they just chuck it out to like Goodwill or something, and I find it for $1, I feel like that's the excitement. It's like hunting or something. That's like you find something valuable for nothing. That's all the fun of it. If you're just going out and like spending $300 or $400 on 4 or 5 books, and you feel good about that, how does that? That doesn't even seem fun. I wouldn't want to be rich. It doesn't seem like you have any fun ever. You just like anything you want, you get it, and then you probably don't even bother reading it because you just want to make a video about it. And I don't know why. Why would you even have a YouTube channel? You're like trying to make money when you're already rich. What is the motivation? I don't get it. Anyway. Well, we got 9 more days till Christmas. It's going to get crazy.